see. I always do this, you guys. I can't do it because it's backwards. Hey, you guys. I can't do it because this is the camera. There we go. That's the way it goes. Y'all don't ask me. It's backwards. So when you look in the camera, all 5 of y'all who are on here who just saw that, just disregard. We're just best friends for now. Happy Sunday, you guys. It's backwards. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, you guys. Hopefully you can all hear me and see me clearly. Little mishap because I can't see. You know, when you're looking at the camera, it's the opposite direction from what you're actually seeing, right? So it doesn't matter. We're here. All is well in the world. Happy Sunday, you guys. June 9th. Let me turn off everything. Happy Sunday, you guys. It's June. How are y'all? If you're here, let me know if you can hear me, see me clearly. Happy Sunday. Look, I'm putting it in the chat. Adeline Johnson, did I say that right? Welcome. Welcome, you guys. Happy Sunday. It's almost 8 o'clock. We'll let everybody get in here, get all the alerts. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me and see me clearly. You guys, how was everybody's week? Hello from St. Louis. I already knew where you were from. I remember. How is everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy first of the week. This is the second week of June, right? Anybody go to an auction this week? Anybody? Last week was a big auction week. Texas, Georgia, LA, big auction week last week. We can go look at some properties and see what sold last week, and we can look at some properties and see what's up for auction this week. I haven't really looked. My contacts where? Like what kind of contacts? Happy Sunday, you guys. I guess we'll start off with like a little bit of real estate news. We can talk about auctions. Tanise, how are you? Welcome. Contacts of like buyers? Like, you mean like buyer contacts? Is that what you mean? Maybe like people who buy from me? Is that the contacts? Maybe. Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy June 9th. We will get started here. So we will jump in, get started. I figure like I'm trying to have like a flow to these Sunday nights. So I'm just not like all over the place, but I still end up being like all over the place. But I'm trying to do that less, right? So I love when y'all come on here, tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I already know we got like Chicago, we got St. Louis. You know, I love to hear where you are from. How can one chat with you in buying a home? Got you. Clark's in the house from Atlanta. What, Clark? I haven't seen you in a while. You must be busy selling houses. Is that what's going on? North Carolina, I see you. Jacksonville, Florida. Florida's always in the house. Jacksonville's always. Stone Mountain, Georgia. All right, Georgia. California. Okay, so we got like East Coast, West Coast, everybody. Arkansas, California. Okay, so we can go over Florida, DC. Okay, everybody. Detroit, Motor City's in the house. Okay, I love to see that, you guys. All right, no one just started latest property. We're dental student. Yeah. Do you ever catch foreclosure early and take over subject to? I catch foreclosure early, Teresa. I have not done subject to yet. So I absolutely Oklahoma. Okay, good. Yes, I'm glad the market in Atlanta has picked up. Clark, Atlanta. Memphis. Yes, I am live. Mr. Watson, shout out to you and RE Watchman for getting me on Travis's channel. Did y'all go see that interview I did with Travis? It was really good. But anyway, you guys, let's jump in. Welcome, everybody. Oklahoma, DC, Florida, Detroit. I see you. Arkansas. All of y'all. East Coast, West Coast, everybody here. So I'm not going to hold you long because I know on the East Coast, it's 9 o'clock on the West Coast in California. What, y'all just getting up in California, right? It's like 8 o'clock in the morning there. So welcome everybody. Let's do an introduction in case somebody is new and you don't know who I am, right? You just stumbled up on this girl talking and you like, who is she? So really quickly, you guys, I'm Ashley Pickens here in Memphis, Tennessee. If you watch my YouTube videos, this is what I do. in Memphis, Tennessee. I've been in real estate since 2006. So this is my 18th year in real estate. I've been a real estate agent. I've been a real estate broker. But what most people know me for is I am an auctioneer. I auction off foreclosures for the bank. Well, I'm contracted through the attorneys that represent the bank, the trustees and the attorneys. And so I auction. I'm the person that says going once, going twice, sold. I said I was going to start bringing like my gavel when I'm when I'm here live, and I'm just going to make up. I don't even use a gavel. I don't use a gavel. I don't talk super fast, but I guess, just for the aesthetic, I was going to we'll figure it out. Right. So I auction here in Shelby County, which is Memphis, parts of Mississippi, like northwest Mississippi, and all the way to like Nashville. So I was supposed to be in Nashville this week, but I couldn't make it. So I will be in Nashville on the 26th auctioning. I will be in Nashville then auctioning. And, I told them, I was like, send me to Georgia and Texas. I was like, I want to see what it's like in Georgia and Texas. So I put the bug out there that I do want to go to Georgia and Texas and auction a little bit. So we'll see if I can make it out there this summer. But I will be in Nashville the 26th, I believe, the week of the 26th auctioning. So that is what I do. I auction off foreclosures. I'm at the courthouse. I'm always at the courthouse. And I just started to make videos for y'all because honestly, when they first called me to be an auctioneer, I had no idea what to do, right? I didn't know what to do. So I was trying to like look on YouTube to find like auction videos, and there's really like no auction videos. So, and then I started going to the auction and nobody was there, right? Here in Memphis, it's like the same 5 or 6 guys that's been there for years. I've been auctioning for almost 10 years at this point, and it's the same guys. So I was like, I need to make videos. Like, I got to let the people know what goes on here, right? So I started making videos and hosting master classes, and here I am, and here we are, and we built this community that I love. I love all of y'all, right? That we're growing rapidly. So, and I come on here on Sundays and just try to share as much as I can with you. Amato from Tampa. We got Florida. Everybody's in the house tonight. Look at us. So I just try to share as much as I can, answer questions, teach you stuff that I know, share things that I do, and maybe you can duplicate it in your city or county or wherever you live. Y'all know I reach out to foreclosures. I reach out to heirship and probate. And I feel like it's like I don't know the word I'm looking for, but yes, I auction off people's houses, but I also try to help them if I can. If I can help save them from foreclosure, I absolutely do that too. So, and I know a lot of y'all want to do that where you live. So I just kind of show y'all how I've done that here, and y'all are like duplicating it where you live. So that is, your girl is out of breath. So that is how we got here. Welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you're like with me. You've been here with me for a while. So I wanted to hop on here and let me please help blah, 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 blah. Guys, I'm finding for a short sale because these prices are sky high. Tiffany, I know. Tiffany, you're just going to have to be patient. Look, if I was looking for a house right now, hi, Joan in Texas, right? You found my channel yesterday. Yay. Awesome. Use them. I see you purchased some of my stuff. Y'all, I got letters going out. Look at this. I got letters going out tomorrow. Tomorrow. So I will be at the post office tomorrow dropping off my letters. So shout out to everybody who's got the letter bundles. Even if you don't use my letters, if you're mailing and reaching out and cold calling and door knocking, you know what I mean? You got this. You got this. So Tiffany said, please, Tiffany looking for a house. She need a foreclosure short sale because these prices are sky high. Tiffany, you're going to have to play the waiting game. You just got to be patient, Tiffany, or you got to negotiate. Clark, you out here door knocking? Okay, Clark in Atlanta. Tiffany, don't look at anything that's brand new on the market. These houses are sitting on the market. Tiffany, I don't know if you're an agent or if you got an agent or what you're doing, but Go look at houses that's been sitting on the market for a long time. Start there. They'll negotiate with you. You know what I mean? That's what I tell anybody who's looking right now. If you got to buy right now, go look at these houses that's been sitting on the market, right? Don't get anybody who just hit the market. If they just hit the market, they still, I hate to say delusional, but you know what I mean. When you just put your house on the market, you're expecting the price, right? But we all know if you're in real estate, right? If you're in real estate and you work with sellers, right? I'm a listing agent to my core. You work with sellers, you're going to start at a price, right? But you willing to take a little bit less than that price. There is a price that you can get to, right? But that first price you put on the market is the opening. That's the opening bid. It's the opening bid. But after you done sat for a while, right? You've been sitting, because look, if you don't have an offer like by the first week, like that first weekend, I'm gonna say the first 2 weekends is really the first weekend, right? First weekend, two. If you don't have any offers by then, right? Now you starting to be like, okay, we gonna sit here, for a little bit longer, but now you're probably not gonna get that price that you put it on the market at. So if you've been on the market 30, 45 days, you negotiate, okay? Negotiate. So Tiffany, if you're looking for a house, anybody looking for a house, right? Don't go for the people who just hit the market. Go for the people who's sitting, right? They motivated now. They're tired of waiting. They're tired of showings. They tired of not getting feedback. They probably, depending on motivation, they probably need to sell, right? Especially if it's like sitting vacant, right? If there's no furniture in it, they probably paying 2 mortgages. You know what I mean? So, and especially if they have already done a price reduction, you know what I mean? Go for those people. Go for people you can negotiate with and who will probably pay your closing costs and who like, especially if they done drop the price, go for those people. Okay. So don't look at the brand new houses. Look at the houses that's been sitting. And you might can go up on your budget just a little bit if they've been sitting for a while, because they might come on down to your budget. Boom. Don't say I didn't tell you. But Tiffany, Adeline, go for the houses that's been sitting. Okay. You know what I mean? So go for them and then negotiate after you go for them. So yes, I'm with Stevenson. Make sure they cover your closing costs. I'm asking for everything. Asking for everything. And y'all know me. I'm like the lowball queen. I'm finna lowball you. If you've been on the market longer than 2 weeks, like I said, look, a good 7 to 10 days, you ain't getting full price from me. Yeah, negotiate. So I don't know where to start. Your real estate agent search to find a foreclosure. Didn't know that real estate agents search for foreclosures. Do you help with home? So I don't think most agents. Okay, so foreclosure was huge back in 2008, right? 2008, 2009, 2010. That's when foreclosure short sales were like everything. So, but in the last 5 years or so, 5 to 7, 8 years, foreclosures aren't really like a thing, even though they are a thing, but they're not as big as they were in 2009, 2010. So most agents, it's like, if you call an agent and say, I want a foreclosure, they're going to be like, ain't no foreclosures, right? You got to go dig for them, right? Foreclosures don't just pop up on the market. Now they might come on, there's an REO, but it's not a lot of REOs, right? So you have to have an agent that like goes after, distressed properties. You know what I mean? So Tiffany, that might be kind of hard, but I think the best, Colette, welcome. Everybody, welcome. The best thing is, I think, just go negotiate with somebody who's been on the market for a long time. You know what I mean? Go with somebody who's been on the market a long time, who is willing to negotiate with you. I think that'll work because foreclosures can be kind of a process. You know what I mean? So Tiffany, go look on the market and see who's been sitting 30, 45 days. You know what I mean? So if you have an agent, be like, send me a list of the houses that have been on the market 30, 45 days. I'd be like 20 days. 20 days and up. Send me what's on the market. And then see what you work. Look at that list and then go negotiate with them, is what I would say. That's what I would do. Boom. I hope that helps. But look at houses that's been on the market for a while, for sure. Did I miss anybody else's question? Round rock, everybody. That's what I would do. Negotiate. If you cannot wait, because I'm playing the waiting game right now. I'm just making sure, but if I get a good deal, I'm gonna take a good deal. But right now, I'm playing the waiting game. I'm trying to like I said, I'm letting this election get on out the way. And then I think 2025 is when we're gonna pull the trigger, is the plan, right? So that's why I encourage everybody, get your debt to income right. If you're going to use financing, if you got cash, just keep putting it up under the mattress. You know what I mean? However you saving it, burying it in a shoebox in the backyard. That's what I would say. Y'all better get through retail season, fourth quarter, Christmas. We ain't nobody getting nothing for Christmas this year. That's what we're doing. That's the plan. Okay. We're just preparing for what's to come. So let's jump in. Tonight I said I was going to try to have like an itinerary, like have a flow, even though I don't really go with the flow. I just kind of look at y'all's questions. Should I sell my house first? No, Amato, you know better. No, you don't need a flat screen when you live in Tampa. You just go outside and go for a walk. Go to the beach. That's your flat screen. The beach. It's constantly playing ocean sounds. That's what you watch. I want to do construction by builder like the ones that are in California. I want to buy in Texas. Yes, I'm playing the win game too. I think the market is oversaturated with new construction. Totally oversaturated with new construction. I don't think there's an inventory shortage like they proclaim, like on the news, right? Like I keep seeing all these builders that have overbuilt. It's a lot of shadow inventory, right? A lot of inventory that's not being reported. Like I tell y'all, go drive through these subdivisions, you guys, and see what's going on. I think they just reported the loan applications are at its lowest since what, 2020, 2000? I can't remember what it said. But mortgage applications are down. Ain't nobody buying. You know what I mean? Everybody's just kind of chilling and waiting right now because interest rates are where they are. So I feel like if you deal with the builder, negotiate. I feel like when you deal with the builders and the banks, negotiate, right? Get that price down, get that price down. If they're offering to buy down, ask them if they'll buy down your rate some more. You know what I mean? Ask for everything. Ask for concessions, ask for a fence. If you don't have appliances, ask them to put appliances in that house. Ask for everything. If you are dealing with a builder and you're dealing with the bank, ask for everything. Lower price, buy down your rate. If you don't have a fence, ask for a fence. If you don't have appliances, ask for appliances. Ask for all the concessions that you can get from a builder. Absolutely. Yeah, I saw mortgage brokers, everything is down. Watch, these banks gonna start collapsing. We're gonna see these banks starting to go under. That'll be next. You know what I mean? We'll just watch and see. But if you got to buy a house right now, absolutely negotiate. Okay. Negotiate for yourself. If your agent doesn't want to negotiate, you just remember who's paying that mortgage. You just remember who's paying that mortgage. So that's all I'm saying. And it's not like when you have a real estate agent, you can be like, your real estate agent can't be like, I'm not writing that up. You be like, write this up. This is the price I want to offer. Your agent is not going to tell you. They might look at you side eye. They might be like, that's going to get rejected. You be like, send it over anyway, and we'll see what they say. That's what you do. Right. Yes, Clark, negotiate. If you can't wait, negotiate. Don't fit, you must have quit. That's what I'm saying. I be trying to come up with rhymes all the time. Like I'm somebody like Dr. Seuss or somebody. But you negotiate. That's your mortgage. That's your house, and you're gonna be stuck with it. They probably ain't gonna call you ever again in life. After you take that picture holding those keys and that sign that says I love my realtor, you ain't gonna never hear from them again. So you negotiate because it's your house. Okay. So negotiate. That's all I'm saying. Boom. Okay, so let's jump in. Just save your coins. I have time to wait, but test out the negotiation skills. I'm telling you, I deal with foreclosures and people in distress all the time. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. Absolutely. Um, I have learned to be patient. That is what I can do. When I negotiate with like people in foreclosure or things like that, my investors will be like, Ashley, we'll take that price. Like if they say a price, I'm like, we're not taking that price. Wait, I'm going to get this price down lower than that. You have to be patient. So I'm the queen of patience when it comes with, or I'll act, baby, if you're going to call my bluff, I'm going to call your bluff too. Cause I'm gonna be like, we going to walk away. So if you're definitely dealing with, this is my last client. Like, so it was a house on the market. I think that house was like 540. 540. It was like 540. But it had been on the market like 3 months, right? I'm like, this is right up my alley, right? 540. You've been on the market 3 months. I bet you we don't pay a penny over 500 for that house. 540. I'm like, so I'm knowing I want to get them to 500, right? So I can't come in at 500. No. And they on the market at like 540. I'm coming in at like 470. 470. And they on the market for 540. Right. And the wife was like, Ashley, but the husband is like, Ashley, this is why we only use you. 470. Right. Because I need you to get where we need to meet down here at 500. So 470, the agent comes back. She's like, my seller is like, he cannot go that low. He can come down to what'd she tell me? 515. We can't go that low. She was like, especially with commissions and all that. I was like, you shouldn't even said that to me because I don't care anything about commission like that. Like how they use, a lot of times agents will use that to be like, well, if we lower it, you're not going to get paid. First of all, that's not my only deal, right? Second of all, these are my clients and I want them to get the price that I want them to have. Commission is not my main priority right now. So she was like, and plus he got to pay commissions. Cool. Cut my commission. That sent that right back to her, like, cut my commission. Let me get it for 480 then. With 480, cut my commission. She's like, well, he said he can't do that. He can come down to 510 is what she said. So we already down from 540 to 510, right? 510. I'm like, ma'am, I know what we doing. And I know he an investor. Boom. I know he trying to get off this house, right? I already know all of that. And you coming on down. So I was like, 490. Cut my commission. And she was like, she came back. She's like, I talked to him. The lowest he can go is like 5. She's like, he's going to stay at 510, the lowest he can go. I said, cool. I said, no worries. I said, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for trying to help my client. We're going to go look at another house in the morning and I'll keep you posted. Right? Because I'm going to call your bluff too. Right? I said, don't worry about it because you need me. I don't need you. Right? You want my buyer. Right? It's other houses we can go look at. And I gave her the address. I said, we're going to look at this house in the morning. So I'll let you know. Within 5 minutes, that agent texted me back and was like, the seller surrenders. I'm about to send over the counter at 490. And then the agent said, I told him we should have put that house on the market. If it was under 500,000, that house would have been gone. I'm like, see, you knew. You knew nobody needs to pay over 500 for that house. She said it. The seller surrenders, send me over the counter. And I told him if he priced it under 500, it would have been sold a long time ago. Exactly. Right. But most people wouldn't have played that game. Right. I know Stevenson, I should have waited. Every time that happened, I'd be like, dang it. I should have waited a little longer. So you guys, you got to get an agent that's not scared to, you know what I mean? A lot of agents right now, it's slow in the business, right? So they trying to stay afloat. They trying to eat. They not trying to negotiate, right? They just trying to get this deal closed. So they're like, we don't want to lowball them because they don't want to keep showing you houses. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want to lose this deal. So they're not going to fight as hard for you, right? So just be mindful of that, right? You need like, I'm a lowball you, and then I can defend how I'm a lowball you. So, and I don't care anything about it. And then the agent was like, I told him it should have been under 500, ma'am. But yeah, needless to say, they got that house and closing and all that. So for under $500, for under $500,000, like I knew we was gonna get it. So anyway, I digress. All I'm saying is negotiate. That's all I'm saying, especially if it's been on the market. So moving right along, me and my story time. I just get off subject so much, but HUD's numbers came out, you guys. Negotiate. That's the theme today. HUD's numbers came out. Y'all know I follow HUD like I follow, I don't know. I couldn't think of nothing. Just know that I follow HUD. I follow their numbers. It's a housing survey, so they aren't legit, right? It's just people being surveyed, but it shows, I mean, it's a significant survey. So I'm about to share this with you, right? Again, it's a housing survey. Again, they never asked me about my mortgage, but it's a housing survey. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all because these lives have really turned into little mini master classes at this point, I feel like, in our lives. So bookmark this site, please. I'm about to share my screen. How do you suggest tackling reaching to out-of-state owners with home visibly vacant and distressed, but the records don't show distress? Skip Trace provides no phone number. Thank you. Women of wealth. Wow, baby, that was a good loaded question. Thanks for sharing, you guys. Thanks, everybody. Y'all, it's like 100 of y'all on here right now. How do you suggest tackling reaching non-owner occupied, so that's vacant, out of state vacant owners, visibly vacant and distressed, but the records don't show distress? Skip Trace provides no phone. Oh, that's hard because you got to like dig. You've been on PropWire. You get on PropWire. You look on the tax assessor. A lot of times, you guys, if you can't find like names and addresses, like I reach out to, I was thinking mail too. If I like airship and probate, a lot of times it's like still showing the deceased name and all that kind of stuff. So I'll mail a letter to like the airship property deceased, but I also check taxes because a lot of times when people die, they'll like the heirs will say send taxes to this address and it'll be a different address, right? Like I lost my train of thought. Well, I was going to say it's different addresses. Oh, that's what I was going to say. When you market to, came to me, when you market to like multifamily, right? Like duplexes, triplexes, if y'all are interested in multifamily, you know, a lot of times you've got to check tax records, right? Go to taxes and see what that address is listed under taxes. Because a lot of times that investor is not going to live in that investment property. But if you look at taxes, it'll show where they send that tax bill to. And that's usually that owner's primary address, right? Because if you send it to like the duplex or the triplex, you're going to send it to a renter. You know what I mean? You're sending your letter to a renter. You need the owner of that property. So go check taxes is what I'm saying. You guys check their taxes, see where their tax bill is going to. And then that might can give you an address. Yeah, send them. If you know the neighbor, ask the neighbor. Y'all know my latest bundle. Y'all, I've been working on this bundle forever. The latest bundle that's coming out is the vacant abandoned home driving for dollar bundle I'm coming out with. We talked about this in the mentorship last week because I got to make door hangers for y'all. Because I don't know who I thought I was thinking I can design door hangers. But you know I'm going to try to design y'all some door hangers, right? So when you're like driving for dollars, right? A lot of times, if the house is vacant, because that's what you do when you're driving for dollars, you're looking for these houses that are overgrown, high grass, boarded up, boom, right? You know they're visibly vacant, right? But if you can leave a letter for the neighbor, because baby, the neighbors know. The neighbors will tell you the whole, if y'all saw my last YouTube video, the neighbors going to tell you what's going on. You can leave a letter. I'm making a letter for you that you can just fill in like the address. It's going to be a generic letter, and you fill in the address and you can leave it with the neighbor, and it'll say like, I've got like different ones that you can say, but it'll just be like, I'm in the neighborhood, and I was trying to see if you had any information on the address, like this neighbor's house. Please reach out to me. I'm trying to, I'm all about revitalizing the neighborhood, so please let me know if you have any information, boom, that you can leave with the neighbor. And you can just print a bunch of them out, leave them with the neighbors. Boom. I'm always getting some information from a neighbor. But that's in like the bundle. Y'all, I'm going to finish with it this week. I swear I'm going to finish it. I swear I will. And for like vacant and abandoned houses and that kind of stuff, absentee owners, right? So that is because y'all, half of y'all got the foreclosure bundle. The other half of y'all have like the probate heirship bundle. So this last bundle is going to be vacant, abandoned home, driving for dollar bundle. Okay. So I hope I answered your question, because I can get right on off a topic and circle around and take the scenic route, right? Oh yeah, you can look up LLC on the states. Yep. Some, you just got to dig a little deeper. Neighbors, taxes, look it up, get on PropWire. I always try to end the live with the tutorial of PropWire. So y'all, if you're new and how to find it. So yeah, sometimes you just got to dig a little deeper. You know what I mean? Get on Facebook, stalk them on Facebook, see if they got a daughter, put that in Facebook. I'm just kidding, y'all. Not really, but you know what I mean. So moving right along, I'm going to share my screen so we can go over some latest numbers. I like driving dollars too. Yes, you got to get, and you can leave it in more than one neighbor. Like put it in this neighbor house and that in a letter in the other neighbor house. See which one, you know what I mean? See who respond back. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Let's look at HUD's numbers. And I'm going to drop this in the chat so y'all can save this and bookmark it. Once you can see my screen, you guys, blink if you can see my screen. Do a jumping. There you go, Jackie. I was going to say, do a jumping jack if you can't see my screen. All right. So like I said, you guys, first of all, this is HUD's site. It is just a housing survey. It is not like Mr. Cooper, Bank of America, JP Morgan. It's not like any of them are sending in their delinquent numbers, right? They ain't volunteering how many people ain't paying their mortgages, right? So we just going off of this number, that HUD survey. And what I was going to say is they've been posting it for years. So if y'all want to get on here and go all the way back to like the archives, right? To like 2008, 2007, and you can compare what the numbers look like. So in April, this is April 2024. Let me make sure y'all can see my screen. Did it change? Y'all, did my screen change? Let me know if it changed, and I'm blowing it up just a little bit. Okay, cool. So I always look at this, look at the whole thing, but like, let me shorten it just a little bit. I get ahead of myself, you guys. Hold on, I'm trying to make it. When you got nails and they just, it's okay. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So it shares like each month inventory, purchase of new homes, existing home sales declined, construction of new homes failed, nobody's surprised, and that kind of stuff. How many the U.S. home ownership, I can talk, rate declined, and then housing insecurity, right? So I look at this. This is April's, right? So I try to look at the month before. I do a video on this. Some people mad when I do the videos, but you know what I mean? I just share the information. You know what I mean? Good vibes. People are like, Ashley, you're so negative. You just talk about foreclosures and distressed market. That's just what I do, though, you guys. That's the market that I focus on, right? I just focus on distressed market. It's like there's good and bad things about everything. I mean, people get married and people also get divorced. I mean, people are born, but there's also funeral homes. Ain't nobody going after funeral homes. It's needed. Like, people need me to teach about foreclosures. I know y'all are like, Ashley, keep going. Okay, so housing insecurity. I can just ramble about nothing. But anyway, it shows approximately 10.8% or 4.9 million renter households were behind on their rental payments in March. 4.9 million people were behind on their rental payments in March, right? An estimated 4.1% or 1.89 million renter households feared eviction was imminent in the next 2 months. Boom. There's the renters. Approximately 5.5% or 4.5 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payments, up from 5.2%. And what is this? 1.02 million homeowners feared foreclosure was imminent in the next 2 months. Okay. Boom. That's where we were, last month? So now we got to look at this month. So this month's numbers are out. So let's see if we've gotten better as the world turns. Another episode of As the World Turns Upside Down. So here we are. This is May, right? Again, nobody's surprised. Purchases of new homes fell. Boom. Existing home sales have declined. That's why y'all better negotiate with these builders. Negotiate with these builders. Okay, everybody? Okay. It looks like we got 110,000 households still in forbearance. We had 257,000 people in forbearance a year ago out of COVID. So here we are. Look, because y'all know I'm reading it as I'm doing it with you. So can y'all see? I don't know if my head is in like the screen. Boom, boom. Good. Let me go back and see. Okay, y'all can see that. What's the link? Did I drop it in there for y'all? Hold on, let me put the link again for you. It might have gotten pushed up. Melissa out of New Jersey, right? I know I'm right. Housing insecurity. Here we go. Housing insecurity appears to be stabilizing for renters. Don't you just love the title? You'd be like, okay. 11.4% or 5.2 million renter households were behind on their rental payments in April, down from 12% or 5.5 million 1 year ago. 1.87 million renter households feared eviction was imminent. They didn't say nothing about mortgage people, did they? Homeowners. They just said stabilizing for renters. So let's see what's going on with homeowners. Approximately 5.7% or 4.67 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payments in April, up from 4.8% or 4 million. An estimated 1.3% or 1.07 million homeowners feared foreclosure was imminent in the next 2 months. Which I'd be really confused about, because I'm like, if 4 million of y'all have not paid, I feel like 4 million of y'all should be fearing foreclosure. You know what I mean? Maybe my sense just ain't, maybe my math ain't mathing. But you know what I'm saying? But 4 million, it says 4.67 million homeowners were behind on their mortgage. Again, it's a housing survey. Again, they've never asked me anything about my mortgage, so I'm not sure who they're asking. And you know me, I always be like, you got to multiply by 2 when it comes to, hello, Ramond, she got the French name. My name is Ashley. As soon as she get on here, all the hyphens and the accents change when she gets on here. So you guys, I don't know who they're asking. Again, it's a housing survey, right? So you got to multiply by 2. That's what you got to do. Look, there's my newest. I dropped the link in the chat so y'all can read that, bookmark it, save it for yourselves so we can all talk about this and the numbers. But hold on. Let me stop sharing. But if Mr. Cooper and JP Morgan, look, Mr. Cooper Jamie Dimon, Bank of America, if they were to share their numbers, right, it would be we multiply by two, right? Multiply by two. But I don't think we're going to hear those numbers until we come out of this election, right? Nobody is going to, we're not going to hear we don't ever hear the truth until after the fact, right? We don't ever hear the truth until after it all hit the fan, right? Then after it hit the fan, then it's like, oh yeah, we did have 9 million people behind on their mortgage in 2023. You be like, nobody said that. Nobody said we had 9. It was the numbers were 4 million and 3 million, and we only got 1 million people in foreclosure, right? It's like, but we don't know till after the fact. But I'm here telling y'all, it's a lot of people behind on their mortgage. And a lot of people are behind on their mortgage and not in foreclosure. That's the thing. Like I said, I saw a guy, he called me, and his mortgage statement said, you are behind on your mortgage 371 days. And he was not in foreclosure. I'm like, well, we all just out here not paying our mortgage, right? Like, but we're not going to see the numbers until, or at least the truth until we come out of this election, right? Because they don't want to have crying mamas and babies on the news, homeless. You know what I mean? And I don't want that either, right? So I don't want to sound insensitive, right? But that's just not a good look for somebody for an election year. That's all I'm saying, right? That's not a good look for any presidential candidate or anything like that. And let me not say all these words before they ban my channel, because y'all know YouTube. Y'all gonna come on here and they're gonna be like, this channel does not exist. You'll be like, what happened to Ashley? This channel is no longer doo-doo-doo. I'm sorry. The channel you were trying to reach no longer exists. Y'all just gonna have to come over and come on over to Instagram, right? I'm gonna rebrand as something else, right? I have to get on another make another channel. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Everybody that's listening. My email, youragentashley@gmail.com. Youragentashley@gmail.com. When the big money steps in and buys that debt, those people will come renters. Yep. Because they selling the notes, right? Everybody's already seen that. I mean, y'all I always say the wrong one. BlackRock, Blackstone, y'all know who I'm talking about. I told y'all they were on Yahoo Finance like last week. Their real estate guy was talking about what they were buying, right? They got like $20 billion and they're buying commercial properties. They're buying commercial properties, rentals, big rentals, and notes. That's what he said. He said, we buying private notes, commercials, and I guess these build to rent places. That's what Blackstone said they was buying. So they buying the notes. That's why I say negotiate. Y'all got to negotiate with the bank. When you get an REO, negotiate, right? Because they're going to sell them to BlackRock, Blackstone for 38 cents on the dollar, right? So y'all better negotiate. So just understand that. BlackRock, thank you. Blackstone. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? It's a couple different you know what I mean? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The hedge funds. So if they're going to buy them for cheap, y'all better negotiate with the bank and the builders and all that. Because the builders can go bankrupt too. You know what I mean? So boom, just be mindful of that. Y'all know it was a big auction week last week in Georgia and Texas. Clark, did you go to the auction? Did anybody go to the auction last week? There's no way it will be like tonight work lost, man. People were literally pay mortgage for 5 years. Yeah. Black Knight, I follow them too. Everybody's information is just so different. Adam, Black Knight, HUD, everybody's numbers are just so off. Y'all saw Travis County was online. Y'all saw they extended the VA foreclosures until the end of the year. Remember, it was supposed to end at the end of May. So they extended the veteran foreclosures all the way through 2024. You did go to the auction, Clark? Yes. Like I was telling everybody, so I was supposed to be in Nashville this week. I'll be in Nashville the week of the 26th auctioning. But I put in there, I was like, y'all start sending me to Georgia and Texas because I want to see what their auctions are like. So maybe I'll make it to Georgia or Texas this summer for auction. I'll keep y'all posted if I ended up going to Georgia and Texas. But I sure told them I want to go, right? I'll make that drive just so I can see what it's like down there. I'll keep y'all posted, but I'll be in Nashville the week of the 26th is when I'll be in Nashville auctioning. So I'll keep y'all posted. So big auction week. Let's talk about auctions, y'all. I jump from foreclosures to auctions to whatever to answering your questions, right? BlackRock, Blackstone, and Vanguard. Did y'all know? I think it's Blackstone. It could be BlackRock. One of them. One of the blacks. One of them, right? Did you know one of the founders was like, okay, so follow me back. I talked about this before. When Lehman Brothers collapsed back in like 2000, what, 8, 9, when Lehman Brothers collapsed. Go watch The Inside Job if you have no idea who Lehman Brothers is. And if I start talking about Morgan Stanley, Lehman Brothers, and y'all are like, who? Go watch The Inside Job, right? So, like the head guy at Lehman Brothers, when the whole market crashed, whatever, he left and helped form like Blackstone, BlackRock, one of them, right? So literally the people who helped crash the market left, formed a hedge fund, and then started buying up all the properties that ended up in foreclosure. That's why they have so many single family properties right now, because they bought them up during the last housing crash. Isn't that like so shady? Like, how shady is that? That's why I be like, negotiate with the bank. The very bank that helped cause the whole little financial crisis crash. Their people left, formed a hedge fund, and then bought up the doggone properties that went into foreclosure. Like, just shady, right? So that's why I say, don't ever be like a bank would never, because they would. They absolutely would. When it come to money, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. So go watch The Inside Job if you have never watched that. Y'all know I love that. Such a good movie. Williamson County still in public. Right, TW. You know what I mean. I could you started watching The Big Short today. Such a good movie. I love The Big Short. I have it on DVD. I was about to look for the DVD cover. Y'all can judge me. I know. I ain't no spring chicken. I still have DVDs. But that just lets you know how long I've been watching The Big Short. The Big Short, 99 Homes, and The Inside Job. 3 really good movies to watch. Retired military and would love to help veteran. What's the best website to search for veteran foreclosures? VA has a website. I think it's VA has an REO website. Is it VRA? See, now you're going to have to make me find it for you. Veteran. I know y'all be like, Ashley, it's 100 of us on here. Don't start this. They have their own website. VRM Properties. Hold on, is this it? VRM. Y'all be like, Ashley. Hold on, I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see this. So y'all don't think I'm just talking to myself. Share. VRM Properties. Blink if you can see my screen. A unique loan process that allows qualified to purchase properties owned by the U.S. Department VA. Properties for sale. Are these the veteran? These are VA properties. I think this is, yeah, because I know they have their own site, veteran REOs, which honestly shouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, and I'm not going to get on my soapbox because y'all know how I feel about veterans and them being homeless and all that kind of stuff. I think that's really a bad thing in our country. You know what I mean? How y'all gonna let these people go fight for us and then come back and not take care of them? But you know what I mean? It's America. So, but anyway, VRM Properties um is the veteran REO site. I knew they had their own site. So you can come on here. I just pulled it up. Y'all can see Denver, Colorado, Fort Myers, Florida, coming soon properties. So y'all get on here, play around, see what you can see what you can find. Let's see. Create an account now. Real estate agents register, looking for your next home. About real estate property. I'm trying to just read up on the process. Top cities: Anchorage, Alaska. What is this? Wasilla, Alaska, Baltimore, Maryland, Norfolk, Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia. Top property markets in the United States. There you go, you guys. So there you go. I guess it's like military time. I don't know, y'all. Don't make me start guessing and making up stories about stuff. But there's the website. Everybody see the website. Boom. That's the veteran REO site. Boom. Hope that helps y'all. I'll check with Secretary first too. Yep, absolutely. Check and see. I don't think on PropWire you can filter it by, are these homes that saying coming soon? Now look, Jermon, look, I just found this site with you. Like, I've been on here a couple times, so I'm not really familiar with if coming soon means they're in pre-foreclosure. But you know what we can do? Look, because look, I'm gonna dig a little deeper. You just call me Inspector Gadget. I'm gonna hop on PropWire, put one of these addresses in, and see if it's in foreclosure, and then that'll help us determine. Let's see, critical thinking. You know what I mean? Critical thinking. What is my login? I think I log in with Google. Is my screen changing? Somebody blink to let me know if my screen. Extremely likely. I don't know. Just because. Is my screen changing? Let me know, you guys. Yes. You use Deal Machine. They have vendor opportunities too. Yes. Vendor opportunities for VA, for Fannie Mae, for Freddie Mac, all of them. If you go to their site and you can look at their vendor opportunities to see if there's something that you can help with, property preservation, landscaping, general contractors, all that kind of stuff. They're always looking for that kind of stuff. VA weatherizes and cleans up before listing. Boom. So good to know, you guys. So you asked if that property was coming soon. That's 15789 Salado Drive. Let's see, 157. And if you were driving for dollars, you could do the same thing. You put the address in, Salado Drive. Let's see what the status of that is. It just says for sale, empty nester. Let's see who the owner is. Sorry, Christopher Jolly. If you are on here, I apologize about putting all your business out. I wonder if it's really coming soon or if he's trying to sell it. Oh, VA owned property sold as is condition. There it is. Sold as is property includes for this property may qualify for seller financing. So it's people who have VA loans. Duh, Ashley. Don't nobody say nothing. Because we all recognize that. So he probably is about to go into foreclosure. Right? Sold as is. They probably about to go into foreclosure. Y'all like, duh, Ashley. Whatever, y'all. Whatever. Chris, I'm just going to do a little. What's up? I'm looking at this. What kind of loans Chris got on this? He just bought that house in 2022. I hate to see that. I hate to see when people just buy houses in the last 2 years. And about to, yep, that's his only loan out. This only his first mortgage sitting out there. 2022, his loan payment is $2,400. 404. Sold as is. They put all your business out. Empty nester. So Y'all still with me? Blink, blink. But why it still got his name on it? You would think if it was already foreclosed, it would have like the bank name on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hold on. Let's go try another one and see what it say. Let's do 1615 Avenue F. What street you live on? Avenue F. 1615 Avenue F. Abernathy. Wasn't that it, y'all? Wasn't it Abernathy, Texas? Yeah. Yeah. I know y'all like Ashley. It's 100 of us on here. You doing too much. Y'all are just in my mind today. For sale. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's a VA. Okay, so then maybe you're right. Y'all right. I'm wrong. So yeah, y'all are right. I'm wrong. But then why it still got, you know what I mean? Like, why does it have like the bank now on it? You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. At the bank, like, have they not? It's been on the market 45 days. I would negotiate with them for sure. It's on the market. Y'all better call Chad Bridges with Keller Williams and lowball them. That's what I do. But there you go. The comps over there. But there you go. That's what I do, figure it out. So that's what coming soon is. Those are properties on the market. Whoop, there it is. That's a nice looking one for 1.8 million in Denver, Colorado, isn't it? Submit you an offer. This property qualifies for special financing, purchaser type eligibility, investor and owner occupied. This property has been assigned to a mortgage broker. You don't say. You don't say. Okay, you guys. So anyway, there's the VA. If y'all need another, what's another REO site? Y'all know HomePath. HomePath, that's Fannie Mae's site, homepath.fanniemae.com. I'm going to throw that in the chat. Well, the times that got these for around here, the water bills can be $1,000. So here in Memphis, because we Memphis, right? We only have one electrical company, one company that does everything for us here in Memphis. It's called Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. So baby, get behind on something. All your stuff is going to be cut off, right? It's like they got like a monopoly. Somebody bring another electrical company to Memphis. Because it's a monopoly over here. We don't pay water separate. We don't pay lights separate. We don't pay gas separate. It's all one bill, MLGNW, okay? And they have a monopoly on our whole market. So if your bill $1,500, it's just $1,500. And if you don't pay it, you ain't gonna have no lights, gas, or water. So it is what it is, right? So ain't no sleep for the weary, is all I can say. Yes, Memphis Light, Gas, and Robbery is what we have going on here. So she's right. If you live in Memphis, you already know what it is. So HomePath, you guys, HomePath is another REO site. This is Fannie Mae's site. Home Steps is Freddie Mac's REO site. You come on here. Houston, Texas. Canton, Bay City, Texas. You come on here, look up properties. So that's HomePath, Home Steps, VRM Properties. That's Veterans. Who else? HUD Home Store. That's HUD's, HUD Homes. You go on here, you find you some properties. So I'm going to drop that in the chat for you. Your water's tied to your trash bill. My water tied to my light bill and everything else, right? So, Home Steps. I'm putting it in the chat so y'all can. Homesteps.com. You got homepath.com. And then you have hudhomestore.gov. And then y'all got the veteran one. Okay. Everybody got that? Everybody happy? All minds clear? Those are REO sites. When it comes to REO sites, you guys negotiate. It's the bank. negotiate, right? It is absolutely the bank. Don't let them play with you. Ask for everything that you want. Appliances, appliances, closing costs, down payments. I know I'm over here doing a million things at the same time, and so you know my mind. So because I was over here about to show y'all why you got to negotiate, because Fannie Mae over here selling their non-performing loans. Okay, if you needed a reason to negotiate with the bank, just know that they're selling their loans for, let's see where it is, 40% of the BPO. 40% off, right? So here is the article. I will drop it in the chat in case you need proof that you need to negotiate with the bank. The VA one was, y'all, somebody tell her what the veteran REO site was. Wasn't it VRM Properties? It's up somewhere. Y'all, somebody share it with her. VRMproperties.com. I found it. VRM Properties. I'm putting it in the chat for you. Properties.com. There you go. So, what was I going to say? Here is an article. Today announces the result of the 23rd. This is an old one because they're about at 40 sales at this point. They sold it to VWH Capital Management, is a minority and women-owned business that is backed by hedge funds. That I found out about that. So it was how many? 1,581 loans. All purchasers are required to honor any approved or in-process loss mitigation. Whatever. Don't nobody believe that. They probably going to send those people a letter and then make them renters or put them out of that house, right? Because who's actually watching to see that they're actually, you know what I mean, honoring these terms. So all the articles, there's the 24th. Fannie Mae announces winner of 24th community non-performing loans. 31st reperforming loan sale. Look at all y'all better negotiate with the bank because they selling them. Fannie Mae announces sale of reperforming loans, non-performing loans. They have a sale every week. They like Macy's. They have a one-day sale every week selling off these loans. So y'all just, Mike, you in Vietnam. I should have known. So just understand, when I tell y'all I'm about to get my beach house for $22.19, we negotiating with the bank. Because look, if they can sell their loans for 38 cents on the dollar, I can for sure get they can for sure let one beach house go for $19.23 to me. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you negotiate when you're dealing with the bank. Home Path, Home Steps, HUD Home Store, VRM Properties. Make sure you negotiate with them. Look, and if they come back and say something, send them the article. Send them the article and be like, but y'all selling it for this. So that's why I should get my house, because I'm just one person, owner occupied, right? You sure can, Teresa. You sure can. We're gonna get a 2-for-1 special if you're dealing with me. I need both these properties. 4 for 4. Okay, you guys, let's talk about some auctions. Let's see what went up for auction real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go because it's Sunday and y'all might want to be starting something like Michael Jackson said. I know you'd be like, Ashley is crazy. Let's see. Hold on. I'm about to pull up the site. I'm about to share my screen with y'all. That's why I'm looking crazy. Beachfront, Mike. Beachfront plots of land available. You in Vietnam, Mike. No shade to Vietnam. They probably have beautiful beaches. You know what I mean? Y'all know what site I'm on. Let's just look at some auctions from last week. Last week was a big auction week across the country. Everybody, y'all know this site. I'm going to drop it in the chat. I auctioned for them. Well, maybe I can find in Da Nang. Maybe I can find a property for $8.19. Boom. So let's see if anything sold at the auction. I just dropped this site in the chat for you all. Everybody who deal with overages and surplus and all of that. This is a site that y'all want, right? Because y'all trying to see what the bid was and what it sold for. So this is a good site to go back and see what properties are selling for at the auction. Did we get some sales? We got that one didn't sell. If this is the opening bid, okay, you guys, if you're ever on this site, y'all blinking, I should have asked. Can everybody see? Why? Wait, why? So TW, the first Tuesday of the month in Georgia and Texas is when they have their auctions. Georgia and Texas only auction the first Tuesday of the month. So it's a big auction week, right? So that's why I say it was a big auction week last week, first Tuesday of the month, in Georgia and Texas. So you'll see all these Georgia auctions, right? Keep in mind these auctions are at the courthouse. So on this, PP means postponed. I dropped this site in the chat. Y'all can go, y'all can save it, and y'all can look at it without me, okay? So PP stands for postpone. So this was postponed to June 25th, June 13th. This first line right here is the opening bid. CXL means canceled. How do properties get canceled? They might have filed bankruptcy. They might have sold it. One of y'all might have called them and worked out a deal with them, and now the auction is canceled. Okay, they might be doing a modification or a forbearance or something like that. That's how auctions get canceled. A lot of times it's usually bankruptcy, or they might be trying to sell it, honestly, is what's going on. Courthouse steps. Yep. So let's see if anything, 114, 231, 290. I'll be looking for the big deals. That one went up for 10 and didn't sell. It might have been a second lien. So people know. Okay, this one, opening bid was 189. Let's go see what 2301 River Station Terrace looks like, you guys. Here it is. Is she cute? Yeah, they just bought that house in 2022. Look at that. They just bought it in 20. I hate to see that. People lose that house, lose their house in less than 2 years. But that is what you're seeing. So the opening bid was 189 and it sold for 304. Is that what I read? Clearly my mind is horrible. Yes. Opening bid was 189 and it got bid up to 304. Hopefully they called and got their excess funds, right? Because they got some money. They had some money waiting on them. Excess funds, you guys, because y'all like, what are excess funds? So the opening bid is the loan balance, right? Open bid is the loan balance. So once it goes up for auction, anything over the loan balance. So their loan balance was probably 184, which is kind of, I don't know what they paid for it though for. I don't know, because they only bought it 2 years ago. But anyway, opening bid was 184. Right? So anything, it got bid up to 304. Y'all know the numbers. So the difference between that 184 after they clean, if they had any liens and judgments and all that kind of stuff, once those were cleared off a title, any money left over is the homeowner is entitled to that money. Those are excess funds, right? So once their 184 was cleared, shoot, they made like another $100,000, but they got to reach out to the bank or reach out to the foreclosure attorney and request that money. They paid $335. I wonder why that opening bid was so low, though. Makes me wonder. Y'all know me, I'll hop right on PropWire and try to do some investigation, because if they just bought in 2022, unless they put down a big old down payment, their loan balance should have been higher than that. The address was, you guys, look at all the investigators on the case. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, you guys. 2301 River Station Terrace in Cherokee, Georgia, Cherokee County, Georgia. I'd probably put that right in PropWire and see. Well, you better hope they didn't buy a second lien. That one didn't sell. 550 opening bid. That didn't sell. 749, 123 didn't sell. A lot of times if the opening bid is too high, a lot of people, like we just saw, we could look at this one in Cobb County. if they just bought in the last couple of years, they owe that whole loan, right? If you just bought a house 2 years ago, you haven't knocked off any principal, interest, taxes, or insurance. So you owe that whole loan. And like I said, the opening bid is the loan balance. So a lot of times the opening bids will just be too high. When you come to the auction, you want a discount. You ain't coming to the auction to pay market value. So a lot of times, this property assessed at 360. Why is the opening bid $550,000? That's why it didn't sell. If it's only worth $360,000 and opening bid was $550. Well, the houses in the neighborhood look like they're going for that amount. I don't know. Maybe it's a second lien. Immediate equity, a home 1 block away just sold for over $700,000. Lovely home, but extra super extra large. Owner financing, best schools in the entire state. Wow, baby, these $599. They tried to put it on the market and sell it. They tried to. They bought it in 2021. There it is. There it is. 360. That opening bid was $550. They must have another lien or something sitting out there. They just bought it in 2021 for $360. Or they refinanced and pulled some more money out of it. They tried to sell it. It didn't sell at auction, so we'll see if it reverts back to the bank or if they're going to give them some more time. I know y'all over here like, Ashley, it's 100 of us on here. Y'all are just seeing what goes on in my brain when I'm looking up properties. That is what goes on. I'm trying to look at the numbers, try to put a story together about 2730 Interlaken Drive. I know y'all like, Ashley. Sorry, y'all. Interlaken Drive. There it is. There's a first mortgage from 2021 for $435. Their loan balance is $418. 2021. What else they got going on over here? I know y'all like, Ashley. I know y'all on here. I know y'all are paying. I know y'all are trying to figure out. Y'all know, I'm just trying to see why that opening bid was so high when their loan amount isn't that high. Estimated loan balance is $418. Ain't no telling. And then it's commercial too. So, okay. Okay, you guys. I know y'all are like, Ashley, it's people on here. What? Sorry, you guys, but that's what I do. Like sometimes you do have to like dig a little deeper. You know what I mean? To try to figure out what's going on. And you need to make sure if you go to the auction, you buying the right lien. You don't want to buy a second lien. You want to buy a first lien, right? So sometimes when that opening bid is too low, that should make you dig a little deeper because you don't want to buy a second lien at the auction. Okay, so y'all come on here, look around, do a lot of postponements. A lot of them didn't sell. Ain't nothing moving. A lot of postponements, a lot of cancels. That's LA canceled. Everything canceled and everything postponed in LA. Orange County. There's one for 1.5 million. It didn't sell. So anyway, y'all save the site so y'all can use it. Opening bid is the loan balance. Yeah, opening bid is the loan balance. According to Zillow, so Lawrence Plant. What was the address? Y'all over there investigating with me. Someone had to pass away to let that. I know. What is the loan balance? Oh, they had a mortgage on it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So thank you, Clark, for doing some digging. Because I'm like, why is that opening bid so high and I only see that one loan? So, okay. A lot of times, so yeah. Maybe that other mortgage just isn't showing up on PropWire, but y'all in Georgia, y'all can do a little digging. But you need to make sure y'all do your research before you go to the auction. Do your research before you go to the auction. You can buy a property. You can buy the first lien. If the property goes up for auction, buy the first lien. You can buy a property. I'm trying to explain this so I don't confuse y'all. If a property has a first lien and a second lien, you can buy that first lien at auction and be all right. You can't go to auction and buy that second lien with a first lien sitting out there. Understand what I'm saying? You can buy a property if you bid, if the first lien goes up for auction and it's got a second lien, you'll be okay. You buy that first lien. You cannot buy the second lien with a first lien sitting out there, okay? Because then you're just going to be screwed, okay? Don't buy a second lien. You can buy a first lien though, okay? So you can buy a first lien. You can buy a property that has a first lien and a second lien, as long as the first lien is what's going up for auction. If it's the second lien going up for auction, you don't want to buy that. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Was a time when people are selling their own home over for doing dropping large down homes. Yeah, that's so true. So a lot of times, a lot of properties aren't moving at auction. Okay, because that opening bid is too high. That opening bid is, I almost said a curse word, is almost higher than what the property is actually valued at, right? And that's not why you go to the auction. You don't go to the auction to overpay for a property. You go to the auction to get a deep discount. That's why people at the auction. Are you on the hook for, if you buy a second lien, are you on the hook for, if you buy a second lien, you don't have any ownership of that property, right? You buy a second lien and it's still a first lien sitting out there. That first lien is still king. You just paid off their second lien. Basically, I know there are people who buy second liens at the auction. I'm assuming their game plan is just to hold on to it until they end up selling the property and maybe you can get some money, but you can't really do anything. Right. You can't do anything with a second lien, right? You're not going to be able to knock on their door and be like, I just bought your HELOC. Now I want your house. They're going to be like, thanks for paying off my HELOC. You know what I mean? Oh, they had an adjust. Look at Clark over there digging. They had an arm sitting out there and a whole bunch of them adjusted. A lot of people got them arms adjusted. They got their arms adjusted this year, and that sucks for people. So, but what I was saying is you can buy it first. I just, when you start talking about liens and title searches in the auction, I don't want to confuse you. But when you go to the auction, I'm not going to do my whole spill. Y'all have seen it a million times. You can buy, there are liens that you can buy that will give you ownership, right? We know taxes, tax sales, your primary mortgage, and HOA. You can buy an HOA lien, you can buy your primary mortgage lien, and you can buy a tax lien, basically, and they will give you ownership to a property, right? The tax sale, HOA sale, foreclosure sales, those first liens, right? You can buy those. There are liens that you don't buy. You don't buy HELOCs, right? If that second lien goes up for auction, all you're going to do is pay off that HELOC and they're going to say thank you, right? But you're not going to get any ownership. Mechanics liens go up for auction. Judgments go up for auctions, but you're not going to get any ownership of that property if you go to auction and buy those. That's why you have to do your due diligence and check that title before you go to the auction and start bidding, because your feelings will be hurt if you buy a second lien at the auction. If you drop off $50,000, $70,000 on a second lien and can't do nothing with it, your feelings going to be hurt the rest of the year. The next 2 years, your feelings going to be hurt, right? If people buy the second liens, they have to pay the first. If they buy the second, their feelings just going to be hurt, right? Because I know, like I said, a lady called me because y'all know, look, I got a batch going out tomorrow. Letters going out tomorrow, right? Lady called me because she got my letter. And she said it is her HELOC that was in foreclosure. She said, I'm current on my primary mortgage, but my HELOC I haven't been able to pay my HELOC and they're foreclosing on my HELOC. I was like, oh, if somebody goes to auction and buy her HELOC, they're not going to get any ownership of her. She's not going to move because y'all bought her HELOC, right? Her primary mortgage is still sitting out there, is the king of kings. Boom, right? She current on her first mortgage. She still got ownership of that property, right? Y'all just paid off her HELOC. Bank of America, whoever she got her HELOC through was like, thank you. Thank you. So, but people do buy seconds. Can you make money on the people buy seconds? I don't know the game plan on the second. The only thing that I can fathom, the only thing I can fathom is you're just going to hold on to that second lien, and then maybe when they sell it, you'll get some money back if they decide to sell the property, right? That'll be your play on that. But I don't know what you can do with a second lien, right? You can't go and get the house. You can't sell the house, right, to somebody else. So your name not on the deed or nothing. So don't buy a second lien. Only buy the first, okay? Um Yeah, they do. And I don't get, and I tell people all the time, I don't get up at the auction and say, okay, you guys, I'm about to auction off a second lien. Don't buy it. I just get up there and auction whatever I got on my paper, right? So you've got to do your due diligence and make sure you're buying the first one and not the second one. Okay. And don't count on anybody at the auction telling you. I have seen guys stand there and know it's a second lien going up and don't say nothing, right? And let somebody else bid on it. And they just like, that was a second. You know what I mean? They're not going to tell you don't bid. They just already did their research and they know not to bid on that, right? And so I always tell guys when they, like, if it's a really great property and they come to the auction and like it's nobody there and it might be like a rookie or a new person at the auction, and they come and they're like so excited and nobody else is at the auction, they're like, where is everybody? And I'm like, did you check the title on this property? Not that I've checked it, but if it's a great property and that opening bid is too good to be true, you might need to go back and check the title because it's going to be somebody else here trying to bid on it with you. So if you're the only one standing there looking like Lil Daryl, you know what I mean? It might be too good to be true a lot of times, because if it's a great property, opening bid is low, you're going to have some competition there. So just be mindful of that. Okay. And that's why I always tell people. And then a lot of guys will be like, hold on, let me make a couple more phone calls. I'm like, right, before you start throwing up some money, because ain't nobody else here. And other people would be here if it was such a great property. So how long ago was hold on. In my neighborhood, went for 30 due to HOA, and the mortgage company wrote off the first lien and let it go. HOA can foreclose on you. HOA can foreclose on you. I saw a girl here in Memphis have a condo that she was Airbnb-ing. Plenty money, y'all. It was a condo she was Airbnb-ing. Picked it up for cheap, right? She didn't pay the HOA, and they foreclosed on that girl, right? The condo went up for auction for cheap. And it was because she didn't pay the HOA and was making plenty money, right? Airbnb every weekend and didn't pay the HOA, and they foreclosed on her. HOA can foreclose on you. You don't pay your taxes, they'll foreclose on you. And if you don't pay your primary mortgage, they'll foreclose on you. HOA, taxes, and your first mortgage. Boom. They all have the power to foreclose on you. Don't ever be mistaken. They can. So, is it worth going after pre-foreclosure HOA who purchased with loans but can't afford the home now? I mean, if you can pull a list, woman of wealth, of people who used PPP loans, I don't know who pulling that list or how you can find it, but you know what I'm saying? If you can find the list and gather that information, go for it. You know what I mean? That's true. Mechanical contract, but putting it on homes that don't pay. Yeah. Absolutely. Mechanics liens. You can put a mechanics lien on a property, and when they sell it, then the contractor will get paid. But if a mechanics lien goes up for auction, you don't want to buy that. Is all I'm saying. Just the contractor who put that lien on the house is going to say thank you. They're going to say thank you, but you're not going to get any ownership of that property if you buy a mechanics lien at auction. Okay. But usually the contractors will get paid if the house goes up for auction and it sells over that opening bid. Any money there they're going to pay the liens off. They're going to pay the judgments off, and then what's left, the homeowner gets it if they go request it. Okay. You get foreclosed on down here after. Yeah. HOA will foreclose on you. HOA will foreclose on you. Absolutely. Tia. You just paid for that house's bathroom remodel that you ain't gonna never use or see, probably. Oh, no, Harpreet. Somebody was asking if they could go after people who got PPP loans and bought houses and can't afford them now, right? And I was like, sure you can if you can find that list. I just don't know where you look for people who got PPP loans, right? I don't know. But if you know how to do it, you guys. Let's walk through a prop wire tutorial real quick, and then you guys, we're gonna all go to bed. Except for the people in California, because people in California just woke up, right? But all the rest of us on Central Standard Time and what Eastern Standard, you know what I mean? Y'all on the Pacific side, I know y'all just eating breakfast right now. So the sun is still out where y'all are. So let's walk through prop wire. Let me see, do I have any updates for y'all? I will finish this bundle. The vacant and abandoned home bundle will be finished. You guys, mentorship is open until the 19th. You guys, a whole bunch of y'all have joined the mentorship. Welcome, 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 welcome. I updated the pricing so y'all can get in because this is the last mentorship of 2024. Okay. And it will run through August, probably September. And fourth quarter, I am not doing mentorship fourth quarter. This is the last one for this year. So go check it out. The pricing has been updated. You get the course, you get all the letters, you get all of that. So let's move right along. Let's do a little, oh, no, I wanted to, let's see what's going up for auction this week. Let's do prop wire, and then we are all going to go to bed. When is my auction in Shelby County? Let's look at my schedule for this week and see. Do I have anything? Okay, this is this week. Blink if my screen changed. Did my screen change for y'all? What is that in Idaho? 1277 and 1285. Is this some land? What is this? You know, when I get to seeing a whole bunch of the same addresses, or is it the whole block going up? It's a building somewhere. 1277. Single family built in 2021. It must be a whole strip of houses going up for auction. Did my screen change, y'all? Y'all over there blinking? 1289. The whole neighborhood up for auction right there, isn't it? They got them. It must be an investor losing all of them right there. Let's see if I can get a better 1239. I can't see what it is, but it's something. That whole street is going up. It's postponed, but they all in foreclosure if you're living in Idaho. San Bernardino, St. Louis. Let's see. LA got a whole bunch of auctions going on this week. I don't see any opening bids on them. San Diego. What is this? Is this a duplex? You know, when I see two addresses, I'm like, is that a duplex? 4290. There it is. It didn't give me nothing, but it popped up on apartments.com. So that makes me think it is. Oh, it is a 5-unit multifamily building sold, and somebody need to call them. 5 units sold for $95,000 and $19.99. Somebody need to call them. 4290. What's the street, y'all? 4290 45th Street. There it is. Absentee owner, free and clear. It ain't free and clear. They got a loan somewhere. They got a mortgage on it somewhere. Who owned this? Y'all better call Abrar Adam and try to get that property for him. It's a 5-plex property history. Where is your lien at? It's a loan sitting out there somewhere. I don't have 2019. Is that it right there? He got a couple liens sitting out there, don't he? Recording date 2019. He bought it in 98.99. There we go. He got some liens sitting out there for sure. Okay. Yeah, that's what's in foreclosure. So there it is. And that's what I would do, you guys. I just kind of walked you through what I would do if there was a property that I really wanted. I'd probably put it in here, find this, skip trace them, and reach out to them. You know their house is going up for auction on June 12th. Maybe work out a deal with them. You know what I mean? That's what I would do if I was in San Diego. Look at this one. I probably can afford it. I got you. Okay. If someone gets foreclosed on because of taxes owed, what happens if they still have a mortgage? Does that get satisfied from the proceeds from the auction? And I think that's a great question, because I always wonder that, because sometimes tax sales, they can be so low. You know what I mean? So I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, people buy at the tax sale, and most people say, anybody on here bought at the tax sale? Look, let's poll the audience and see if they had to pay that mortgage. But I'm not hearing people say they had to pay that mortgage. So maybe it's, I don't know, because y'all know I don't do tax sales. You know what I mean? But somebody answer that question. What happens to it if you buy it at the tax sale? If it's a mortgage sitting out there, maybe they clear the mortgage, or maybe they combine the mortgage. I don't know, y'all, how that works. I know on tax liens, you know what I mean? You get the certificate. But if you go to a tax deed sale and there's a mortgage sitting out there, it's got to be figured out some kind of way. But I don't ever hear people saying, I bought at the tax deed sale and then I had to pay the mortgage too. So they got to do something, wipe it out, combine it, or maybe they wipe it out. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, they still sell it if it's got a mortgage. If you're behind on their taxes, they'll auction off your house if you're behind on your taxes. They sure will. But I guess they got to, because you know your taxes are included in your mortgage, right? So if you're not paying your taxes, then you're probably not paying your mortgage either. You know what I mean? Because taxes are included in your mortgage. So I'm sure the tax people and the mortgage company are going to be talking to each other. They're going to figure that out. Trust and believe. If someone get foreclosed because proper gold mine. Oh, actually, look at this one. Okay, I'm with you now. Well, the mortgage company normally finds and pays it. Wait your tax man or volunteer. Whatever, TW. I just thought it can. Okay. He was just joking, Clark. He was joking. Okay. 12096 Highway 23. 12096 Highway 23. 12096 Highway. Let's see if it come up on here. Highway 23. There it is. What I'm looking at. Tell me what I'm looking at on this. They just bought it in August of 2023 with a line of credit. 60,000. It's gonna. Is there another lien sitting out here? Hold on. History. There's the first. 6 didn't. Give me. Oh, let me read your comments. Give me some context on what I'm looking at. How do people get? Hold on. I can't see. You always have the option to not escrow if your DTI is loan up. Got you. Now you have to pay the mortgage cleared on tax deeds. There we go. Is Torrance, California on this? Not if you put down 20, then the bank allows you to buy your own insurance. There we go. Because that clears your what? If you put down a certain amount, then you don't have to pay PMI, right? And all that kind of stuff. You always have the option. Boom, 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 boom. Right. How do people, I can't see the rest of your comment. Women of wealth. How do people get something year to carry a federal tax lien? How do people get, I can't see the other word because it's like the little emojis are blocking it. Tell me what I'm looking at on this one. Who sent me this address? TW. Didn't you send me this one? Tell me what I'm looking at on this one. But real quick, while he's telling me that, if you are on PropWire, if you're new to, Welcome to PropWire, ladies and gentlemen. I try to share this with everybody. So, for all of you who are like, I don't have foreclosures in my neighborhood, I don't have, where do I find auctions? Where do I find, ding, voila, welcome to PropWire. And it's free 99. If you are familiar with PropStream, then PropWire is the same way. It's just free, right? So, no matter where you live, y'all be like, I live behind the rock, Mississippi, right? Put it in here and you can find it. Address, city, county, state, zip, no matter where you live. If you drive for dollars, put it in here. You find an address, you need to find the owner, put it in here. Okay, make your list and then put the list in here. Another good thing about PropWire is what I forget to always tell y'all this, but it's free. But you can import your own list. Like if I mail, there's a certain list. Hold on, let me show you something, because sometimes it's better for me to say it than explain it to you. So this is Nashville's public notice list, right? This is where you can pull Nashville's foreclosures. TennesseeLedger.com. They post their public notices on Friday in Nashville. Everybody with me? The screen change and we blinking. Everybody can see. Okay. I have no clue. It looks saying to me, if you look at tax info on Zillow, it's valued at $8K. Got you. Bob. Wow, they're losing the house for $60K. I hope the loan was in front and they actually know it exists. Yeah, it's so much mortgage fraud and stuff that goes on. You know what I mean? So here's Nashville. My point is what I want to tell y'all. If you are in Nashville and your name is on this list, I am so sorry. I do not mean to put your business out. You could literally pull this whole list, right? Boom. Save it as a Google Sheet. Save it as whatever you want to save it as. Come in PropWire and then import it into PropWire, and it will skip trace your whole list. If you already have a list, is what I'm saying. So if you have a list of contacts, or if you've been driving for dollars and you made a list, you can import it in PropWire and then skip trace them. Okay. And then you know what I mean? So I'm saying you can import a list, you can search for yourself. Boom. That's one thing I wanted to tell you. So back to our tutorial for PropWire, you guys. So if you live in, boom, let's do a different city that we don't do. Somebody give me a city. Where y'all live? Where do y'all live? First city to pop up, I'll put it in there. For a while, but never knew about the import. Can you just, yeah, you can. RE Watchman, y'all, did y'all see RE? Can you download for a while? Can you download? Yeah, you can. Yeah. I put lists in there all the time. Okay. Yes, RE Watchman. Have y'all go follow RE Watchman. He's got a YouTube channel. He's based out of Texas. If you want to learn about Texas and just want to learn about a lot of stuff, go follow RE Watchman. He's on YouTube. He did an interview with Travis. So good last week. So good. So y'all go follow him. Okay. I saw Erie County. I'll do a couple of them for y'all. If y'all stay on here, you know I'll fool with you. Erie County. Is it Ohio? Erie, or is it New York? Which one? Tell me what it is. Or is it Pennsylvania? Who knew there were so many Erie counties? Is it New York, Ohio, or Pennsylvania? Which one is it? Don't worry, you guys. I see y'all. I'll try to jump and help you. Erie County, New York. Got you. Okay. Erie County, New York. First one that popped up. Right? So, hold on. Is it this one? Boom. Okay, so I have not put in any filters. If this is your first time on PropWire, let me go over a couple of things. Again, you can put in county, address, city, state, anything. Put in your address and see what pops up, right? Go and see how accurate it is on your own property or wherever you live. Put in your mama's address, whatever you need to do. So then you can filter it. So we got Erie County, right? And it's pulling 348,000 properties in Erie County. But I don't need all 348,000. There's only a few that I need. So you can filter it by absentee owners, adjustable loans, auctions, bank owned, cash buyers, flip properties, intra-family transfers. Y'all want probate and heirship? That means it was transferred within the family. Out of state, pre-foreclosure. So I'm gonna always hit pre-foreclosures and I'm always gonna hit auctions, right? Because that's what I look for. But you can do probates, tired landlords, vacant homes, vacant lots, zombie properties. Boom. Y'all know zombie properties mean they were in foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, and the homeowner walked away from the property. Okay, that's what a zombie property is. So boom, I filtered it. You can do it by single family, condo, mobile, multifamily, and land. Price, bedrooms, bathrooms. You can filter it by all of these things to narrow it down to find exactly what you are looking for. Okay. You can also go to foreclosure filters. When's the REO date? When is the auction date? When did they file that first notice? Boom. You can filter it by all that. So we just did auctions and pre foreclosures. It took us down to 688 results. Here they are. Buffalo, New York. Boom. There is one. We just going to click on it. Empty nester, free and clear, pre-foreclosure. It's got to be a mortgage on it somewhere if it's in foreclosure. You can do a little digging, land information, tax information, foreclosure details. I would come down here and I would Google, because this is the trustee attorney name. I would put Friedman Bartolo back in Google and see if he got some more foreclosures on his website. A lot of times you can get foreclosures. You can find out information by finding out who the trustee and the attorney name is. Y'all know I teach that all the time. Go down here, put in Friedman Bartolo, and see if he has a foreclosure website with his foreclosures on it, and bookmark it. And boom, there's a source for you. Okay. So I would go through here. You can click on all of them. Is everybody with me? Because I have stopped looking at the chat. Hold on. Let me come over to the chat. Okay. Do you also learn other stuff in your do you also offer letters? I have not, because I've just learned about overages. I didn't know people did overages and surplus until I started getting so many questions about it. And then I'm like, okay, this is a thing, right? Because I didn't know it was a thing that people, because I didn't understand how people were leveraging overages and surplus. But from what I'm gathering, right, people are finding out about, well, investors, real estate people are finding out about the overages, like when it sells at auction and they get the excess, right? Then they're reaching out to the homeowners and letting them know they have excess funds. And I don't know if they're charging them a fee to let them know about the excess funds, or if they are, because at that point, if there's excess funds, the house has already gone up for auction, so you can't really buy it from them. So I was trying to figure out what the play is, but I guess they're charging them a fee to let them know that they have excess funds, right? So Val Falcon, tell everybody what the play. Well, I don't know, Val, you might not want to tell nobody. Okay, so it's a small fee to let them know they have excess funds. Okay, that's what I thought was going on, but I wasn't sure the play, because I'm always like the house, and if that's excess funds, the house has already went up for auction, so you can't get the house. But it's just okay. Got you. I got you. Everybody. Okay. So that's what it is. So MK Consultants Trustee Sales. That's a good site to check out, you guys, if you need overages. And I don't know where else y'all look for overages, but okay. Got you. Val, I'm with you now, because I'm always thinking about the house, but you're right. There is that play right there to help them get their money. Boom. I got you. Y'all got it. Maybe look. We all out here working it out. So back to the site, you guys. So hold on. Let me get the screen back right. Okay. So if it was me, right, I would come through here. I'm probably look at a couple of houses, but y'all know I mail at a large scale. Sometimes I kind of scroll through here, make sure it's not on the market. 10 bedrooms. What kind of house is this? They say 10 beds, 4 baths. They did a loan modification with Nation Star. Look at there, Mr. Cooper. Davidson Fink. I would put his name right in Google and see if he got a website that has foreclosures. But anyway, go through here. I marked it. You can select page. You can select all. Boom. That's what I would do if I was going to do that. Then here's all 688 of them. Hit boom. I always tell you, save it to a list. Save it to a list. I would name this list what? New York on what's today? June 8th, I think it is. I'm not sure. Boom. Save it to a list, right? View my list so y'all can see what my list look like. May 19th, May 16th, May 8th, all my mailings, they have a list, right? So here's my New York June list. Then kind of look through them. See, this one's pending. I don't want it if it's pending. I wouldn't want it if it's pending. So I'll probably unmark that one. Boom. That's awesome that I already skip traced this one for some reason. That is why I say save it to a list. Once it's saved to a list, it'll tell you if you've already tried to skip trace it, right? So y'all not spending y'all's dime 2 and 3 and 4 times skip tracing the same address. But you got to save it to a list in order for it to tell you that you've already skip traced it. Does that make sense to everybody? Because you're going to be skip tracing the same property over and over and over again. That one's sold. I wouldn't want that. So I would kind of go through boom, boom, boom. And then I would skip trace all of them, right? And then I would do whatever I wanted to do with that information, right? I would, however y'all do, y'all cold call, your door knock, whatever you do, but that's how I would do that on PropWire. So put in your address, your zip code, whatever you want to put in. If you got a driving for dollars list, you have your own list, boom, put it in. Lead types. If you're just looking for multifamily, you can just put in multifamily. You know what I mean? And pull your list like that and then mark it however you want to mark it. It is 10 cents to skip trace. So yeah, or you can import a list. If you already have a working list, you can import your list into PropWire and then skip trace it like that. So did that make sense to everybody? It is absolutely free to use. Yes, get your letters together. That's what I'm talking about. I think that an attorney has to be involved for overages. Got you. So I know like Ruben Lublin here, a lot of them, you have to reach out to the, the trustee or the attorney and do that. But I'm assuming like y'all, like Val said, you talk to the homeowner and get their information and then y'all get the funds or however it works. I know y'all got to figure it out. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do if I was using PropWire. That's how you can use PropWire. I think it's a good source, you know what I mean? And it's free. I'm not sure. People are like, which one's better, PropStream or PropWire? For what I use it for, you know what I mean? It serves its purpose, right? I know PropStream is $99. And what I've used both of them, right? So what I use it for, the free version works for me. That's all I'm saying. The free version works for me for what I use it for. Now, I guess if you're on PropWire and you need, I don't know, the paid version, then whoop, there it is. Use that. But for what I need, the free version works. That's all I'm saying. So I use PropWire. I saw, what's the guy named? Jerry Norton, in that who made PropWire. And I did see his interview, and he said the reason it's free is because he is trying to build, y'all know the most expensive thing in the world right now is our information, data and the information. And so he said he's just trying to build that biggest data platform with real estate investors. I'm sure he's going to sell our information somewhere. But that's what it is. So that's why it is free. He is just trying to gather as much people's information as possible. I saw an interview he did. So it is what it is. What is the name of the YouTube channel? You recommended that you mentioned, just did the interview with some Travis at Real Estate Mindset. Travis at Real Estate Mindset. Love his channel. I love R.E. Watchman. Oh, no, I mentioned R.E. Watchman. Is that who you mean? R.E. Watchman out of Texas. He's on here. Watch his channel. We love Melody Wright. She's a great YouTuber that talks about mortgages. I love her channel. Those are some of my favorite YouTubers. So R.E. Watchman, Travis at Real Estate Mindset, and Melody Wright. She's really good YouTubers, right? So check those out if I were you. I showed y'all prop wire, you guys. I think I did. Did I share everything with y'all? I didn't hear when your next auction. Oh, we were looking. You're right. You're right. You are right. You are right. I am wrong and you are right. I'm pulling up the schedule right now. Boom. Let's see if we got any Memphis on the schedule this week. I don't think I saw any. Shelby County. Boop, 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 boop. There's a couple in Shelby County. I might be at the courthouse on Friday. Let's see what's going up Friday. It's going up on a Friday. Shandy. That's a good little neighborhood right there too. Shandy might be hearing from me. Opening bid is $327. They bought it in 2006. Oh no. 314. Cute house, cute neighborhood. Why is their opening bid? They must have refinanced it. They had to have refinanced it if they bought it. So y'all know me. If it was a house I really, really wanted, like really, really wanted, I would. Yo, I got so many papers right here. I got the letters that's going out tomorrow morning. Hold on. I know I have one right here. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Boom. Boom. Can y'all see this? If I really wanted that house, right? Here's all my brochures. I would take a brochure to their house. I would absolutely drop this brochure off at their house. I would put a post-it note on it, and I would say, your auction is this Friday. Your opening bid is $327. Call me. I can help you. That's what I would do. That's who gets these brochures. Everybody else gets a regular letter. Everybody else get the generic regular letter. Y'all are always asking me. So to answer that question, because I'll skip over your question, it looks like postponement. We got this one that might go. Might be at the courthouse on Friday. We'll see. So my point was, okay, boom. I answered your question because I don't want to skip over your question. You'd be like, Ashley, I asked that question 10 times and you done skipped over my question. So I should be at the courthouse on Friday. I will be in Nashville the week of the 20th. So, back to what I was going to say, because I get this question. Y'all ask me so many questions about letters and reaching out to people. So many questions. So let me clear this up really quickly for y'all. Everybody knows, right? Come on to the auction. It's fine to be a lot of people down there with no coins. It's okay. Just don't bid. Just don't bid. That's all I got to say. When it comes to letters, when it comes to reaching out, everybody knows my method is lead with love, right? First of all, this is just one method that I do, right? I have 4 different ways that I reach out to homeowners. Letters is just one of them. However, yes, I hand write on the envelope. I hand write every single address. I put them in bright envelopes. Bright envelopes, hand address the front. However, my letter is the same, right? My letter is exactly, this is an airship letter. This is not a foreclosure letter. It's an airship letter. My letter, regardless if it's airship or pre-foreclosure, they're all the same, right? This does not say, hello, Mr. Jones. This does not say, hello, homeowner. You could say, hello, homeowner. I just think that sounds, it'd be like, hello, current resident. I don't be saying none of that. It says, hello, like Adele. Hello from the other side. So, hello, it says the same thing, right? I can just print out 30 of these. 30 of these, boom, okay? Because they don't change. It might say Happy New Year if it's like January. It might say Happy Holidays if it's the 4th quarter. But I don't call anybody's name on this letter. This letter is exactly the same, right? The only thing that I handwrite and put their name on is the address on the front. A lot of y'all ask me that. My letter is the same for everybody, okay? Only thing is my letters get hand addressed, okay? Boom. That is what I do, okay? So a lot of y'all ask me that. A lot of people ask me about return address labels. Put whatever you want to put on it. If you got a P.O. box, if you want to use your own home, do whatever. Good, good. I see your comment. Whatever you want to put on it. The only thing I'm telling you is put an address where they can come back, because they're always going to, some letters are going to come back. If it's vacant, they'll send that back to you. Now, keep in mind, in mine, I got my letter and my card is in it. So if it come back to me, y'all, what am I going to do? I'm going to take it out of that envelope that it came back. I'm going to take, I wish I had I already did it today, so I can't show y'all. But when they come back to me, returned back to me, I take my letter and everything out of that envelope and I put it in a new envelope, right? Because again, it doesn't say hello, Mr. Johnson, and it's got my business card in it. And these cost too much money for me to throw them away, right? So whatever return address you put on it, make sure it's a good return address so you can reuse your letters and all that. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That's my point for saying that. Y'all are like, what do I put? Whatever you want to put on it, let it be the return address. Just do something. Some of y'all be so caught up on the letters and the return address and the sticker, and just send the letter. Just send the letter, okay? Do that. Do something. If you want to send a letter. If you don't want to send a letter, call them. If you don't want to call them, go knock on their door. If you don't want to knock on their door, send them a telegram or a letter in a bottle. I don't care what you do. Just do something. Do these color envelopes come with your, my color envelopes come from Amazon. That's where my color envelopes come from. Amazon, you guys. I think my storefront is in the link down below. You can get them from Dollar Tree. As long as your letters are not, as long as your envelopes are not white. Do not send these people white envelopes. What are white envelopes? Bills. Ain't nobody opening white envelopes. Bills. Okay, so you can go to Dollar Tree and get all green envelopes if you want to. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They could be black envelopes. Don't get white envelopes, because ain't nobody gonna open that. I'm just telling you. People tell me all the time, I opened it because it was bright and pink and because I hand wrote on it, right? So lead with love. If you need samples, it's down below. All the links are down below. I've been talking for 13 hours. I'm just kidding, y'all. I've been talking for 13 hours. But I've been talking. Y'all know. My kids got summer camp in the morning, you guys. We got summer camp in the morning that I got to get her to at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to drop this link one more time for y'all. But all the links are down below. The Auction Accelerator course, use code thank you. Y'all know how it works out. It's always a coupon code for something. The mentorship is open until the 19th. Shout out to everybody who's joined the mentorship. It is just a foreclosure marketing mentorship. I teach you every single thing that I do to reach out to people in foreclosure, right? This is just one thing that I do, but I teach you all my other methods too. It comes with the course. It comes with all the letter bundles that I put out, the foreclosure, the probate, airship, the course, everything. It comes with it, okay? I think I'm going to throw in the Auction Accelerator too. If you join the mentorship, I'll give you the Auction Accelerator too. And I adjusted the price so y'all can get in it because this is the last mentorship of 2024. I'm not doing a mentorship for fourth quarter, okay? So it will start and end probably September, right? Probably September. So, okay, you guys, that is it. That is it. I hope y'all have learned something on this live. I will be back next Sunday, 8 p.m. I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley on Instagram. I'm on Gmail, Your Agent Ashley on at Gmail. I put up some new videos. All my master classes are on YouTube. Go watch all the master classes for free. Tax liens, foreclosures, REOs, they're all on YouTube. Go watch them. They're free. If you need me, any discount code for your course, try Travis or try Tuesday. For the course, try Travis, because I think I made a code when I went on Travis's interview. Try Travis. That's a tongue twister. Try Travis or try Tuesday for the course or coupon code. Auction accelerator code. Thank you. Boom. Okay, you guys, that is it. If you need me, you know where to find me. I appreciate everybody. I love you all. If you can't wait, negotiate. No, you're the best, Joan. No, you're the best. Just kidding. Hopefully I can come to Texas and Georgia and auction. I put that bug in their ear that I want to go to Texas and Georgia because I want to see what y'all got going on in Texas and Georgia's auctions. So I will let y'all know if I end up in Texas or Georgia this summer auctioning. But that's it. I'm on Instagram, your agent, Ashley. I like good vibes. I send y'all good deals. Look, I hope everybody gets good deals. I hope y'all get y'all's look, what about this? I'm going to put on y'all multifamily fourplexes for fully rented out for under $100,000, for under $50,000. I hope they just fall into your lap. Multifamily buildings for under $50,000. I hope they just fall into your lap. Travis, or thank you for the course. Ain't no code for the mentorship. The course, Travis, or Tuesday, auction accelerator. Thank you. Yes. Multifamily units under $50,000. I hope they just fall into your lap. Everybody. So, okay, you guys, that is it. I'm going to bed. Y'all go to bed. People in California on the West Coast, y'all can eat breakfast because I know y'all just getting up. So, I will talk to everybody. I'll see y'all next Sunday on YouTube, you guys. What about land banks? Mike, don't come on here asking questions. Mike, you see I'm trying to close out. The doors are open. Like this is like church. The doors of the church are open. And Mike gonna come on here and raise his hand and ask about land banks. Civic Source, right? Civic Source is a land bank. Civic Source. And then I'm gonna entertain Mike like he didn't just come on here. Like he not the student that just came on here and asked a question. Civicsource.com is a land place. What else? Hold on, I saved another site. I know y'all go to bed. Everybody else can go. I got to talk to Mike because he just came on here asking questions. Everybody else go to bed. Good night. Hold on, I saved a site. Civic Source is one of them. I can't find it, but yeah, Civic Source, I would say check them out. Land banks. I see a lot of people like there's a guy on Instagram who's like really, I hope your beachfront 1995. That's what I'm talking about. Some 1995. That's what I'm talking about. It's a guy on Instagram. I just saw him and he does like they go to land banks and they buy like 500 lots at a time or something like that. Maybe find him on Instagram. But Civic Source is a great one for looking up land bank properties. Mike gonna come on here and then I'm gonna entertain Mike. Like then I'm gonna even answer the question for you. Tax liens, like tax lien, they have like a association, National Tax Lien Association, and they kind of list where all the tax liens are. Hold on, it's NTLA. Hold on, I'm gonna drop that. I'll drop it in the chat for y'all real quick. I know y'all like, Ashley, I thought you was leaving. I was leaving. And then y'all ask questions, and I don't want y'all to leave without. I'm still up. What's the code for auction? Thank you is the code for Auction Accelerator. Thank you is the code. So National Tax Lien Association, if you go on there and go look up under resources, right, you can find like the tax liens across the country. They tell you where all the I know, right? See? Hold on. They'll tell you about like tax lien. I was just on here earlier. What are you looking for? Hold on. I done clicked on something. Okay. About NTLA. They had a whole list of how to find tax liens, because y'all asked me about tax liens and all kinds of stuff. So check out the National Tax Lien Association. Wherever you live, you can look and it'll tell you like where the tax liens are, tax liens, tax sales, all that kind of stuff where you live. Civic Source is another, you can buy properties off of Civic Source. Properties. Yeah, there we go. They sell, because see, these bids like $5,000. New Iberia, Civic Source, try them. Land bank sales. Land bank properties. So you know you can buy like, so the land, there's land auctions and then there's land banks. So it looks like, so our land bank, if you go to the county, maybe you just have to go to your county sources, is land bank, Shelby County. So maybe put in your county and type in land bank and see if something pulls up from there. Like you see, I just Googled this. I didn't do anything extra special, but try them and see. You know what I mean? That's what I would say do. And then Civic Source is a good site. I can't think of the other like tax lien sites, but email me, youragentashleigh@gmail.com. Email me. I got you. So that's what I would do. Mike, I hope that it helps you. Land banks. Next time I come on here, next Sunday, I'll try to find out some land bank sites and some tax sites and stuff like that, because I know y'all ask about that. So, all right, Sid. Now I'm ending this live, Mike. Now I'm ending this live. Anthony, y'all eating dinner in California? Yeah, right. Y'all on brunch. Just kidding. Okay, y'all. I'm going to bed. It's 10:05. I hope you have a good night. Sweet dreams. See y'all next Sunday. Go watch the videos and Instagram your agent Ashley. Good night. Bye, you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.